When people talk about the Cars, names like Ric Ocasek often dominate the conversation. Yet, the true vocal identity behind some of the band's most iconic hits was Benjamin Orr. His voice shaped the emotional resonance of the Cars' biggest tracks, including Drive, Let's Go, and Moving in Stereo. His calm, melancholic tone stood in contrast to the band's polished, synthesizer-heavy production, creating a balance that made their music timeless. Despite being a key creative force, Benjamin Orr is often overlooked in the retelling of the band's legacy. Born Benjamin Orzechowski in Lakewood, Ohio, Orr grew up with an early passion for music. By his teenage years, he was already performing on Cleveland television and touring with local bands. His skill as a multi-instrumentalist and vocalist made him a sought-after collaborator. In the early 1970s, Orr met Ric Ocasek, forming a musical partnership that evolved into the core of the Cars. Their sound, built on a foundation of pop structure, rock guitars, and new wave gloss, dominated airwaves from 1978 through the mid-1980s. Orr's voice gave the Cars their emotional weight. While Ocasek handled most of the songwriting and a significant portion of the lead vocals, it was Orr who delivered the band's most haunting and enduring performances. Drive, released in 1984, became the band's most successful international hit. It was not just a commercial success. The track became a cultural moment, used in major global events such as the Live Aid broadcast. Orr's delivery, controlled, introspective, precise, was a defining feature. He didn't shout, he didn't show off, but the impact was unmistakable. In addition to his contributions within the band, Orr pursued a solo career. His 1986 album The Lace produced the single Stay the Night, a moderate hit that proved his voice could stand entirely on its own. However, commercial success as a solo artist proved elusive, and he eventually returned to low-profile work, performing in smaller projects and staying out of the spotlight. The Cars disbanded in 1988. Orr remained active in music, but did not return to major label visibility. In 1999, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. He kept performing during the early stages of treatment, appearing on stage with old bandmates just weeks before his death. On October 3, 2000, Benjamin Orr died at age 53. Though his voice helped define an era, Benjamin Orr's role has been consistently undervalued. When the Cars were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2018, many acknowledged his absence as a critical gap in the celebration. His bandmates remembered him as the heart of their sound and the reason behind some of their greatest commercial and emotional successes. Benjamin Orr wasn't loud in life, and history has been just as quiet in remembering him. But his contributions are embedded in the music that continues to play on classic rock stations, in film soundtracks, and in every nostalgic glance back at the 1980s. His voice was not just a feature of the Cars, it was their soul, forgotten too soon, but never truly gone.